Hey everybody, it's been about actually a little under a month since Donald Trump became our 47th president, and he's ruffling enough feathers to fill a whole henhouse or two. Uh, One of the reasons is because he signed a record number of executive orders, one of which is the reason for this video. That one is the executive order he signed reversing birthright citizenship. The pro-birthright citizenship people hang their hats on this particular phrase within the 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Again, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. They say all persons born, meaning even if the parents entered the United States illegally and had a child within the United States borders, that child is automatically a citizen of the United States. I mean, I can see where they're coming from, but to me, that's just not the meaning of the 14th Amendment. So I looked it up and I found out some information that made me question their point even more. So the 14th Amendment, the predecessor to the 14th Amendment, was the 1866 Civil Rights Act. And what was happening during the 1866? The American Civil War. So the American Civil Rights Act has a phrase very, very close to the 14th Amendment. That phrase is all persons born in the United States and not subject to any foreign power. All persons born in the United States and not subject to any foreign power. Keep in mind, 1866 Civil Rights Act is the predecessor, and actually for all intents and purposes is the 14th Amendment, for all, with just a few changes. So the 14th Amendment came about right after the Civil War, and it was written because Congress wanted to give formerly enslaved people citizenship rights, American citizenship rights. Okay? Had that not been the case, why would they have to write the Indian Citizen Act of 1924? Had they wanted to include people illegally entering the United States, why did they have to write the Indian Citizen Act of 1924? For one, I'm pretty sure they never thought of anybody illegally entering the United States. They didn't think of what was happening today. And for two, at that point in time, prior to 1924, America did a bunch of things. I'm not going to argue, the bad things that happened to the American Indians, indigenous people. I'm not trying to be politically correct. I'm not trying to be mean or derogatory to anybody. It's just the way it was, okay? So let's just get beyond that. That's not what this is about. This is about birthright citizenship. Okay, so the reason for the Indian Citizen Act of 1924 is because at that time, and they still do, have reservations. American Indians have reservations, sovereign territory of their own. I'm not going to argue about anything else. That's just the way it is. And American Indians born in that territory are sovereign citizens of that nation. Still is today. So at that point in time, American Indians did not have American citizenship. They did not have American citizenship. So to fix that, Congress wrote the Indian Citizen Act of 1924, giving American Indians who were born in the United States, who were here already, not illegally, they were here, giving them citizenship rights, giving them American citizenship rights. Okay? And again, in 1924, illegal entry was not even a thing as far as I know. Okay? So take it for what it is. I believe that Donald Trump signed this executive order knowing that there was going to be legal battles in the future for it. But I think that's what he wanted. He wanted it to go to the Supreme Court. He wants the Supreme Court to argue it and figure out the constitutionality of birthright citizenship. That's what he wanted. And I believe that birthright citizenship is not a thing, unfortunately, for some people. Sorry to say that, but that's just the way it is. And I also believe that again, we all know this, to change an amendment, you have to have an act of Congress, and I forget how much of the vote, 60% of the vote, to change it. But he's just trying to encourage the Supreme Court into finalizing birthright citizenship, whether it's constitutional or not, and if needed, go to Congress and have them amend the 14th Amendment or change it, ratify it, whatever you want to call it. I'm not super knowledgeable about that stuff, but let me know what you think, and let's keep the discussion discreet and kind. God bless you, God bless America, and God bless our president.